In 1957, when I was 23, I was invited to Kenya for a holiday. I earned my fare by working as a waitress, and once there, I met the paleontologist, anthropologist, Dr. Louis Leakey. Then, amazingly, Leakey offered me the chance of studying chimpanzees. So, in 1960, I arrived in what is now Gombe National Park, and there in the forest, my childhood dream came true. Life in Gombe had its own rhythm. I awoke before dawn each morning, took a cup of coffee and a bit of bread, and set out to look for the chimpanzees. After observing all day, I'd return to camp at dusk when Dominic would have cooked supper. Then, by the light of a hurricane lamp, I wrote in my journal. I was very cold and very wet in the rainy season, and often got bitten by mosquitoes and tsetse flies. Once I encountered 2 buffalo and had to climb a tree rather fast. But there's nothing I would have done differently. The first few months in Gombe were hard, as the chimps always ran off when they saw me. But I never dreamed of quitting. I always knew I would succeed, given time. And then, during my 4th month, I observed the chimpanzee I'd named David Greybeard using and making tools. At that time, scientists thought only humans could do this, and we were defined as man the tool maker. So to see this behavior in wild chimpanzees was really exciting. I got a telegram from Leakey. Now we must redefine man, redefine tool, or accept chimpanzees as humans. Eventually, I established a research center, and our method of recording chimpanzee behavior progressed from handwritten notes to check sheets. We filled these in so that we could keep accurate records of the time chimpanzees spent grooming each other, feeding, traveling, and so on. But I always wrote down everything that was happening around me, not just the behavior of the individual I was following. I've always believed in the great importance of anecdotes, and the collection of stories has taught us so much about the chimpanzees during the 60 years we've now been observing them. One of my most vivid memories of Gombe was when old Flo allowed her infant Flint, aged about 4 months, to approach and reach out to touch me, looking up at me with those big eyes full of wonder. It showed I was truly accepted. After 60 years, Gombe's most important legacy is helping science to accept that we humans are not the only sentient beings, that we are not the only ones with personalities, emotions, and minds capable of solving problems. The difference between humans and animals is not one of kind, it's one of degree. We are more like them than we are different.